Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. Oh crap! Look at it. Look at me with the wrong date on in the background. I gotta fix that. Hold on. Maybe today is the 9th, right? Today is the 9th. All right. Okay. I got to get on the right date. But happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you for tuning back into the channel. Welcome back. For those of you, if it's your first time, hi, welcome. So I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Bergeau, also known as Be Elise Notary, and I am the very proud owner of Be Elise Notary Services, as well as the founder and president of the Notary Education Group, which is the channel you're watching right now. Every Sunday, I come live on the channel to talk to you guys about business and notary related topics and share some tips with you and answer your questions in real time. So if you find anything on the channel very helpful, please share it. All right. The whole purpose of me doing this is because I want to share and I want to help the notary community. And I want you guys to have more to help you rather than Facebook, because yeah, y'all not getting no help on Facebook, nothing like that. Judgment, yes. Help, not so much. Right. So today I wanted to share with you guys. Really, I'm piggybacking off of Griffin's video. So if any of you follow Griffin and you're watching me too, thank you. All right. He was talking about missed opportunities. How many of you flock to Facebook and you let other notaries tell you guys what not to do, okay, to earn money out here. And I know he says it a lot, and I say it too. Do not let other people dictate how much money you make in this business, because the whole goal of you being self-employed as a notary public, whether you're doing it as a side thing, a full-time or part-time, the goal is to make some money. And you're not going to make money if you are turning down opportunities. So at the end of the month in October, right? Let me see. When was the last week? In any event, I wanted to test the theory, okay? Because at times I get selective of what I want to do, what I don't want to do. And I really have to get out of that mindset because I need to reach my goals, okay? And when I feel like I'm not about to reach my goal, sometimes I get a little frustrated with myself, I am my worst critic, okay? I'm very hard on myself when it comes to me being successful in anything, really. So the end of the month in October, I was like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take every assignment that comes my way within reason. And what I mean by within reason is not so much as how much is paying. Within reason means distance, time of availability. Okay. I do not want to drive too far for very little money. Okay. And the reason being is because if I go too far, then that will prevent me from being able to take another job that may be paying something more like what I want, that's closer by. So if I'm going to be gone for a long period of time, I want it to at least be worth it. So I do take those into consideration. I also take into consideration how much I have scheduled for the day, which means how much am I earning for today. Okay. Now, I had almost every day in the last week of October was a $500 day. All right. And I had one day that was $750. I think I made $750 or $770. So it was a very high earning week. And the reason for it is because I took everything as long as I had the time to take it and as long as it wasn't too far. Okay. I took it. And I wasn't being selective trying to see, well, how much is it paying? I didn't do that. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Now, hey, Michael, you got on this time with me. Good evening. Happy Sunday. So that made me happy. Okay. And it really boils down to, what do you guys want to do? Because a lot of us say we're getting into the business because we want to make some extra money. But how much extra money do you want to make? Because extra money can be $1 more. It could be $10 more. It could be 25, 50, 100. How much more money do you want to make? And then when you think about that, then you can start telling yourself, based on this much extra that I want to make, this is what I need to do for the day. Okay. Now, for me, I'm trying to think, 400 a day is my minimum of what I want to make. Okay. Last year it was 200 a day, but I want to make 400 a day. So if I do 400 a day at $75, I think that's 6 signings. And most days I have signings that is more than that. So let's just say I get 3 signings for 100 a piece. That's $300. And then I get 2 for 50 a piece. I'm not going to turn it down. I'm going to take it because now I'm going to get to my 400. And I did 5 signings instead of me having to do 6 at 75. But if I want to do 6 at 75, I can, because that'll be easy to do. I'll make my 400. Now, do I want to make more than 400? Of course. If I'm going to make more than 400 for the day, why not? But at minimum, that's my goal. So if you have a goal in place, then you need to tell yourself, this is what I need to do to get there. All right. Now, it's easier if you already got appointment scheduled. Like, I already have appointment scheduled for this upcoming week. So I know what I need to put into my day to go ahead and get that amount. Donna! Hi, Donna! Oh my God, you were on my mind today because I said that towards the end of the year, I wanted to have my successors, my successful notaries who have been with me for some time, and you're out there doing it because you listened to me and you were like, you know what, I want to do this and I want to do it big. Donna is one of those people. Okay, she is one of my success stories, and she just took the information I gave her and she flourished and just went on. She took off like a rocket. And when I say I'm so freaking proud of her, Donna, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been such a long time because she be busy. Girlfriend be busy out here getting her business going. Okay. She is out there doing the thing. And I'm just so super proud of her. And I am just honored that you joined us tonight. So hello, happy Sunday. Wow. Forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So if you need to make more for the day, then you need to fill it in. You got to fill it in. I saw that Griffin Notary, he shared his appointments for the day. And one of his signings for the day was $35. And I know any other notary, you put them on Facebook, they'll be like, oh, nah, I ain't doing that. Why? That's $35 more than what you had to start with. Why not take it? What if you turn down that signing and you got nothing else for the day? You see what I'm saying? Don't miss out on opportunities just because you see other people saying, well, I wouldn't do it, so you shouldn't do it. I'm not you. And like Griffin said on his video, he's trying to make sure that he can take care of his family. So taking care of his family does not look like turning down anything. Okay? And furthermore, real men take care of their families. So he's out here doing what needs to be done, and he's making the money to do it. And turning down money is not an option. It's just not. Donna said, thank you. It has been a long time. I am so busy. Glad I caught you. I know you are busy. And I am glad that you caught me too. Oh, wow. I'm really excited that you're here. Really, really excited. So I did a video with you guys, for you guys, to tell you guys about 2 business meetings that I had last week. Okay. And both of the meetings were for business. Okay. One was me wanting to learn more about Legal Shield, and the other one was me wanting to do some print marketing. Okay. I want to get myself into some of the magazines that circulate around my community. But in both of those different interactions, they both labeled me a serious notary. And it surprised me the reason behind it, because every time I get these magazines to my house, I'm always opening them up. And you know who you mostly see in these magazines? You see real estate agents, you see attorneys, no notaries ever. I never see notaries in there. And the guy told me it's because a lot of notaries don't really take their role serious. They're just doing this for a side thing. And that really just gave me a feeling, because it's like I have so many notaries online who are saying they're out here trying. How are you out here trying? Really? How are you out here trying to make money and get business? Because from what I'm seeing, and he's not the first person to say it, when I go to networking events and I tell them I'm a notary, they kind of brush it off because they're like, oh, I've met several of you. You do this as a side thing and you're not really too serious about it. It's just a little extra money for you, right? What are you doing during the day? I'm like, I'm a notary all day long, every day. And they're like, you full time. Oh, that makes a difference. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, I want to get your car. You're full time. That means that you have time to do the business. And okay. Yes, because I take the business seriously. And unfortunately, a lot of you don't take it seriously. And you don't have to be full time to take your business seriously. But if you are creating this as a business, that should have some type of priority in your life. Because remember, you are the backing of the business. Okay. You are the face of the business. And even if you're not doing this as a business and you're just, um, maybe just doing it just to be doing it, you still should take some type of seriousness to it so that people can take you serious and people will want to work with you, because businesses want to work with other business professionals. Does that make sense? Like, you want to work with a professional. You don't want to work with somebody who does not care about the quality of their work. They don't care about being available. They don't care about doing the job right. They're just like, I just want you to pay me and I'm just going to do it. And if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. That's not good at all. And y'all think taking signings for a little money is making us look bad? No, you not taking your job seriously is making us look bad. Because people are willing to pay the money. I did a signing. I did two signings. No, I'm sorry. I did one signing and it was multiple properties. And I got paid $500 for that. It was 50 minutes away. Two people in the same place, two property signings, $500. And they didn't ask me how much I charge. That's what they told me they were going to pay me. And I was like, okay. So they're willing to pay the money. They don't want to pay the money and you don't show up. That's just the bottom line. So if you want to make us notaries look good, then you need to show up and you need to take your role seriously and do the job right. Okay? That's how we're going to get the money, is by showing up and doing the job right the first time. We don't want to waste people's time. You want to get paid? Don't waste people's time. Don't put yourself out there saying that you're a notary and you could be depended upon and they call you. See, look, Donna did one person, four properties, $400. we're making the money. And that's another thing I hate to see when they're on Facebook. I'll stop listening to people telling you to get into the notary business. It's slow. You're not going to make no money. That's a lie. That's a lie. So let me tell you, because I did write it down, because I I accepted more assignments, or more orders or requests than I normally would, because I didn't look at how much it was. I based it off of, can I do it at this time? Am I available? And how far is it from me? That's how I chose my assignments. And I made an extra $714, extra 700 bucks. So for the month of October, I'm gonna tell y'all, I made over 7,000. I only made 63.73 in September. And I was like, I'm going to take more work based off of what I just told you and see how it works out. And it worked out. So guess what? I'm going to follow the same idea this month, which I did. Last week was crazy busy. Crazy busy. Because I filled in all of my appointment slots that I could within reason. Because you don't want to overbook yourself either. Like, yeah, you want to make the money, but another thing that makes you look bad is overbooking yourself and not being punctual. Because people, they got shit to do. Sorry for the language. They don't have time to mess around with you. Don't you hate when you get those appointments with the cable company or like the phone, and they give you a window? I hate that. We'll be there between 8 and 12. So I'm stuck here because they need a person to be here that's 18 and older, and I don't have a person in my home other than me and my husband that's 18 or older. So that means that I'm stuck here waiting all day, missing work from 8 to 12. So imagine a person who scheduled an appointment with you and they're waiting around for you to show up, not knowing if you're going to show up. And another thing, let me tell you all of some of the pain points that I hear when I talk to other businesses, so that I can collaborate with them and, basically I'm selling myself, and I'm going to get into that too. But so, pain points: notaries not knowing what they're talking about. A lot of people think that if they use big words and a lot of industry jargon, that it's going to make them sound like they're the best option. But what it does is it makes you sound like you don't know what you're talking about or what you're doing. If you can't talk to a person in simple terms, because most people prefer that, if you can't explain what you do in simple terms, it makes a person hesitant to not talk, to work with you. All right. So just know what you're doing and be able to explain it in simple terms. Time. People will respect your time if you respect theirs. Communication. You should be reaching out to these people so that they know who they're going to be meeting with. Okay. You know what I used to be worried about? Sometimes, I won't say sometimes, but there is a thing or a stigma where if a person sees that I'm Black and I'm a woman, it's going to make them not want to work with me. And it's still a very, prevalent thing. Some people do have that colorism going on, as well as sexism. But what I will tell you is I have a large percent of people who love that they know who is going to be showing up to their place of work and their home, as opposed to not knowing. People appreciate that they know what I look like and that they have talked to me before I showed up. When you don't do that, it really puts a bad taste in people's mouth, and it has already had them paint a picture of you before you even got a chance to meet them. Okay, first impressions are everything. Okay, Donna said here, I get stressed when I book too many. That is when I make mistakes early. Yeah, absolutely. Just like what Donna said. And then when you overbook yourself, that's when you mess up. That's when you mess up because you're rushing. You're trying to get from point A to point B, trying to get all of the appointments in for the day. And it can leave room for a lot of errors to be made. So absolutely. That's happened to me before. That has happened to me before. Yeah. And so your appearance, all right? I get it. Sometimes the things that we want to wear can be pricey. But when I tell y'all, I go to the thrift store. I go to the thrift store a lot. I like thrifting. My mother used to thrift a lot when I was younger, and she still does. And I love a good thrift store haul. Okay, there's a lot of things that I wear to my notary appointments where I got from thrift store. I got this one cute outfit. It was the blazer with the matching skirt. Okay, super freaking cute. And did I pay $10 for it? I think I paid $10 for that outfit. And that outfit is super cute. Super cute. Okay. I've got nice pants. I always find nice blouses. And I go to several different ones. I never go to like the same one. As far as shoes go, I have big feet. So I do have to pay, a good amount of money for my shoes. But clothes, as long as they don't look tattered and, I'll purchase them and pair them with some nice jewelry. You show up, people like, oh, you know how many times I have people, oh, they sent a professional. I have people tell me they've had notaries show up in jeans and flip flops, men with jeans and baseball hat. Like, what are you coming to do, sir? I thought I was doing a closing. You coming over here like we about to watch the game. That's another thing. You guys you're not being professional, but you're complaining about they don't want to pay us. They don't want to pay the wrong notaries. No, they don't. They want to pay the right notaries. You got Donna, you got Michael, you got myself. We are the notaries that they want to pay to show up because they know that we're going to show up and we're going to make them look good. Because don't forget, yes, you're representing yourself, but you're also representing the business that hired you to come there. My direct clients, okay, I have some direct clients that pay me very nicely. So you think I'm going to disappoint? No, I'm not. I show up and I show up. All right. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it means when you say you show up, it means I show up and I am dressed to impress. I have also embroidered polos, but I've kind of gotten out of wearing them as much because a lot of businesses, they don't want you wearing your logo, and I get it because they don't want to confuse the customer. I have had a customer do that where they're like, so your shirt says one thing, but so-and-so sent you, right? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm independent. And they're like, oh, because I got thrown off. And so that was enough for me to say, okay, maybe I don't want to wear my embroidered polos all the time. I still wear them, don't get me wrong, but it is not something I wear every day anymore. I just dress professionally, have on professional shoes. I wear my hair nicely. I keep my hair very well groomed. I have my nails done. Yes, I try to make sure that I don't have my nails looking, too unprofessional. You know what I'm saying? Like I like what I like. I like the glitter, I like the color, and I like to have some length, but all of that, customers pay attention and customers report back. Okay? They report back. I have clients that will call me. They will take time out of their day to let me know that they got good feedback from their customer about me, which always makes me happy. I've had clients on speakerphone with their customers saying, yes, that's why I sent Bergeau, because I know Bergeau is going to follow the instructions I give her and she's going to show up and be professional. And the customer say, yes, she is. Oh my gosh, she showed up prepared. She looks nice and she's so nice. And these are customers telling them this. I'm sitting right there. I can hear you. But I mentioned that to say This is why I get paid the money I get paid, because they know there are many people who have worked with me before. And even if I do get a signing, and let's just say I'm not available for that time, I will counter, not for the money, but to tell them, I'm not available at this time, but do you think your client would be flexible, because I can do it an hour later or an hour earlier? And sometimes they'll say, yeah, they said they're flexible. You're the person we want to send anyway, so we'll let them know that you'll be there at this time. And if I do ask for a fee increase, I try not to be too obnoxious about it. And by obnoxious, I mean, if they offer 75, I'm not going to tell them I'll do it for 175. That's just too much, guys. You're going overboard. Now, if I tell them, it's a little far, can you do it for 90? They'll say yeah. And it's like, okay, cool. But for the most part, I've been trying to not even really look at the fee too much. I do know that I want to make a fair amount of money, and the fair amount that I think I should make is whatever I feel like would be appropriate for where I'm going. Where am I going? If I'm going somewhere here, then I'm like, oh, okay. What was that response to, Donna? Did I say the wrong word? But yeah, it's just about you guys making sure that you show up, be professional. Okay. And take the opportunities. The more opportunities you take, the more opportunities you're going to get. Okay. I have found that when I accept more assignments, oh, yeah, they will work with you. Yeah, they will. And the more opportunities you take, the more time people have seen you do the job, they're more willing to work with you. I had one signing service who I told them that I would prefer for them to pay me this amount versus the amount they were sending me, because the platforms they want me to use, I have to pay directly out of pocket for that. And they did factor in, like, well, when we pay you, that fee also goes to others, and we have to cover this and that. And I just told them I totally understand, but I just want you to understand that just like you have expenses, I have expenses too. And guess what? We came to a compromise because I wasn't nasty about it. I was professional. They've worked with me several times before, and they know that I have little to no errors, because I'm human. I may miss something here and there, but for the most part, I don't. For the most part, I do good work. I have excellent communication, written and verbal, and I'm a professional person. And so guess what? Now when they send me work, they send me the fee that I asked them for, and sometimes more. And all I had to do was just tell them why I felt that I needed to get more money. And it wasn't just because, well, I paid for this training, I paid for that training. Nobody really cares about that. That is for you. That extra training is for you to help you do the job better. It's not so that you can get more money from them. Okay? And once they work with you and they see the value, they're going to pay what you want, And even if you have to take an assignment for the amount of money that you didn't want, the more money you get, it adds up. So if I had to do $4 $35, I remember I took 6 online notaries. They were all $60 a piece. And I did it. And guess what? It got me to my 400 point, right? Because 6 times 6 is what? That's 360. And then I was like, if I take anything after that, it's going to take me over my 400, which it did. I took another job and I made my 400 for today. But I did 6 of them sitting right here. Right here. And they don't take an hour to do. None of those signings took an hour to do. And I took them. I'll do $40. I've done $25. If I'm sitting at home, that's the easiest part right there, is I'm sitting at home. Now if I got to go out I just have to consider the distance. Do I want to drive that far for this? And then I got to do this, this, and that. Yeah, I'll do it. It's fine. And I'll take it. So that's what I want you guys to take from this video. I want you to take from it, take more opportunities. Okay. Take more opportunities so that you can build up your confidence. Because I know a lot of times the reason y'all not making no money in the business because you're just not confident. But you got to build your confidence by doing the work. Okay. So take the assignments within reason, whatever your reason is, not what they say on Facebook, whatever your reason is, whatever your goal is for the day on how much you want to make, take the assignments that align with that. Take the assignments that's going to help you get to the goal for the day. Everybody should have a goal for the day. When I was working full time, my goal was $100 a day. I wanted to make at least $100 a day. That was my goal. I became full time. I bumped it up to $200 a day. This is my second year being full time. It's about to be it'll be 2 years next month. I've been full time in my notary business, and so I've gotten up to the 400. My goal is 400, and it's going to just keep going from there. Because especially if I see I can do that consistently. Especially when I see I can do a certain amount consistently, then it's like, why not gradually just go up from there? If I see I can do this and I've been doing it, then I can go ahead and bump it up. Okay. And remember, notary is not a plug and play. I know a lot of people want it to be, but it's not. You have to put yourself out there. You have to, now I do know that, like I told all of you guys, the first 12 months for me was tough. It was tough, but it did get easier once I hit that 1 year mark. Okay. If you can get people to call you to do work, take the work, build on that, build those connections so that you can be seen as the preferred notary in your area for people to want to use. And stop having this mindset of the other notaries in my area or my competition, because we are not each other's competition. We are a community, and every notary who is out here doing notary, they need us. Because remember, I can't notarize my own signature. I'm not always available at the same time they may need me. Like when I tell you last week, one of the things that was frustrating me was that I kept getting appointment requests for the same time from different people. And I already had an appointment scheduled for that time. I'm like, why do I have like 3-4 people all want 10 o'clock for Monday? I already got a 10 o'clock for Monday. So I'm countering, asking them, can we do 8:30? Can I do 11? And it's like, no, they said they want 10. I'm like, well, dang. So this is why you can't be the only notary. They have to have other notaries because everybody's schedule is different. And I can't do 4 different people in 4 different locations at the same time. So I took one, another notary took the other, another notary took the other. We all have to work together. We have to look at that. Now, if anything, our competition is UPS and the bank. And not only are they the competition, but they're effing people papers up because their notaries don't know what they're doing. So if anything, you compete against the bank and you compete against UPS. But we're not competing against each other. We're working together. They need more than one notary. Okay? Sometimes my clients travel. They need a notary to help them when they're out of state and they can't do it online. So they need to use another notary. They're not going to be able to use me. If I'm not available, they can't use me. Like, we need all the notaries. Okay? So I need y'all to stop looking at it like that too. All right? So that was all I have for tonight. Take the opportunity. That's what I want you to take away from this. Take the opportunities. Get the experience. Make the money. So that when they start using you, they'll call you like they call Donna. Say, look, Donna, we got one person, 4 properties. We know you can handle it. Can you do it? We're going to pay you $400. Then you'll get those phone calls. Okay. But the only way you're going to get those phone calls is by taking the opportunities, doing the work, showing your stuff, getting out there. And that's the only way you're going to build up your confidence too, by doing the work, guys. Did you guys have any questions for me? Anything I can help you with this evening before I let y'all go? As a matter of fact, I have to prepare for my morning appointments tomorrow. Let me see. No questions? Thank you, Donna. I am just so happy that you were able to join us tonight. So happy. All right, guys. Well, I'm about to head off. I'm not saying head off, sign off. And I'll see you guys next Sunday, same time, same place. Everybody have a wonderful week ahead. And if you do have questions after I end the video, drop them in the comments and I will absolutely answer them. All right. Take care. Have a good night, guys. Bye. Oh, yes, that's right. Thanksgiving is coming up. Same to you, Michael, and thank you.